Hello, and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel or becoming a subscriber on our Twitch channel. Both of these things are relatively cheap, and if you're on Twitch, you have a free Prime sub every month. And if you don't give it to me, you give it to Bezos. And come on, dude, I'm way better than Bezos for you. Anyways, if you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, like this one, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know. We'd be more than happy to have you join in on some of the action and fun. Now, without further ado. Now, I wasn't there when the night turned still, but I heard the tale over silence and quill. They caught the black cloak and bound him tight, but truth, my friends, wears many shades of night. He spoke of moons, of sleepers and flame, of a tome long lost that spoke Nuatari's name. An architect pulling strings through dream, and a girl in town hiding more than she seemed. Nesian stood watch, a shadow in thought, while the others brought Thalen the answers they sought. Gold changed hands, and with charm and with thread, they led the red mage where Drasmir was led. But when the moons rose, glowing pale and grim, a secret passed not through lips, but limb. Come morning's hush, two names were not called, Lyra, the niece, and the captain enthralled. The mayor stood silent, grief in his eye, as they found her room empty, long without goodbye. A mark beneath floorboards, dark as the night, and drawings of robes in black and in blight. A toy, a secret, a blade-shaped space. A child once sweet, now caught in the race. They turned their eyes to the mill once more, where the architects walked right out the door. Steel-toed steps and a muttered tongue. The Reds won't stop me, not while she's young. Two steeds were taken, and signs were faint, but the wind spoke of flight, and the riders taint. And so I, your humble swordsmith, wordsmith, and friend, saddled my dreams and swore to the end. If a storm is coming to swallow the stars, then I'll walk beside them no matter how far. The hunt begins with the moon at our back, and a girl we must save from the widening crack. As you are traveling outside the city, listening to chirps, guided words, he seems much more serious than he usually is. Much more stoic in nature as you're all on your mission.
Before we left, I would have stopped by Hoblin's to buy a tent and a explorer's pack.
Sounds good to me.
Just so I actually, since last time we went out, we had no supplies whatsoever.
Well, I have a tent. But yeah, it's probably small because it's like Kender sized. And also, is there anyone? I mean, I don't know how big this town is, but can we get like a 300 GP diamond?
Fuck no.
Yeah. I figured as much, but
Yeah, sorry, that was a little abrasive. No. They do not have things.
Does
of
it
that
have
value.
to be a single diamond?
No, it does not. It can be an accumulation of diamonds, but
They don't even have an accumulation. Yeah, this is like a lumber town. It makes sense.
They were
I'm not
overran
shocked.
by the dragons. The dragons took everything. They're slowly rebuilding. Yeah, sure, we have all these diamonds.
Yeah,
No,
probably the people that fled took their diamonds with them, so they would
Oh,
have
yeah.
money to.
Nah, I should checked before we left Palanthas, but I didn't think of it.
yeah.
That's right.
Nobody died.
So
I wasn't completely planning on it, but I'll keep that in mind.
I don't know. A couple sessions back sounded like you were kind of planning on.
Ah,
all
good
right.
travels.
Team, so what is our intention? What are we aiming to accomplish? What are we going to do?
We need to define this nefarious Galen, the old lumberjack architect.
What's he have to do with anything?
He has roped Alyssa into this. He's got some kind of spell on her or something. I don't know. Or
Lyra.
Lyra. Oh, I wrote Lyra in my notes.
It's Lyra.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, like he's got some kind of influence on her from family ties or something. I don't know.
He charmed her?
Possibly.
It's conjecture at this moment. We don't really know for sure. It's most likely, but we're not sure.
The most evil of magics there is enchantment.
I'm sure she went with him willingly, probably to avoid people in town that she didn't like.
How dare you, sir? That's preposterous. She loved almost everybody in town. They were her friends and family.
But there's always that one person they don't like. They just, they may hide it, but ultimately they really desperately wanted to get away from him. I'm sure that's probably all it was.
Sir, I assure you she was not hiding it.
Yeah, some people don't hide it. Oh.
Well, we have our Oh shoot! I just accidentally clicked out of the roll 20. Hold on, let me get back in. You guys keep going while I get in. Sorry.
I want to look around. Is Frank like scuttling around in the background somewhere?
Roll me a perception check.
Because we gave him back his wing, so like he wasn't.
Yeah. If he survived the giants, he could even reattach it, maybe.
He did survive. We met up with him around the Wyvern massacre.
Did we?
Very
Yeah, I
momentarily.
remember.
You guys have gone out of your way not to keep him.
Well, we didn't go out of our way to ditch him either. I mean, he just was just sort of hanging on while we try to find this guy. Damn, that's a good roll.
You look up high into the sky, and you do see a tiny floating mechanical eyeball over top of you, way up in the sky, almost hidden by the moons.
Just an eyeball?
Well, that's what he was.
Oh. All right. I thought he. Yeah. Never mind. All right. I will kind of point him out to Nesian, but I don't want to make his I don't want Chirp to realize that he exists. And I want to be like, oh, Frank's still with us. Maybe we can get a couple more magic items out of him on this quest for knowledge.
It's true. Maybe he knows something on the way.
You see,
I think he's keeping his distance because Chirp is with us.
Yes, it'd probably be a good idea too. Fran, it'd probably be a good idea on our way to make sure there's no trouble approaching us from the front or the sides or anything. Who knows what these lands hold?
Yeah, do you want the front or do you want the back?
Yes. Why don't you? That is a good question. Why don't you keep a watch of what's ahead of us? And maybe Nesian or Oddvar can periodically watch behind and make sure we're not being followed.
I'll watch behind. Then I'm just going to start slowing my horse down, mostly to keep away from Chirp.
I think I'm the only. Oh, that kind of horse, yes.
You don't have that lantern on you, do you?
I still have that lantern, yes.
You ain't using it, are you?
It's in the middle of the day, Fran. And those people that we were signaling was Hoblin, who was back in the town. That was a long time ago. That isn't just a universal lantern.
I remember your betrayal.
Yes.
I wasn't betraying you. I was betraying the other guy.
Good point, Fran.
Guys
That's
whose
what I-
house we were living in for a while because we took it from him. Remember?
I mean, you
Yes.
didn't really take it. You earned it fair and square.
That's what I
He
like
wasn't
about you,
using it
Fran.
anymore because he happened to be dead.
What were you saying, Ebenezer?
Yes, that's what I like about you, Fran. Fran never forgets. I like to have you around to help remind me of these things. I get a little complacent and trusting them sometimes.
Not so sure she never forgets as much as she holds grudges against Nesian.
Anyone else gladly forget. Nesian, never.
Totally forgot about that.
All right, I'm going to head back a ways.
By the way, you guys discussed this a long time ago, but I'm not sure what direction you were going to be heading. Nesian switching to more of a ranged combatant. Fran, were you going to stick to range as well, or are you going for something more melee in time? Out of character.
Ranged.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think the only way I could stay with melee is if I took a class that really doesn't fit very well in this world. They technically exist, but you have to be an elf.
I think if we above the table, I think can't even talk normal. I think if we once we get our stride in, I think both of you being ranged will be fine.
Okay.
But we can always adjust tactics. But I think because Oddvar is ranged, but also can take a beating, and I'm trying to make it so that I can, but we'll see what happens.
When I've been moving more into the foreground.
Yeah.
My stats
have
are
some-
better off ranged. Oh, sorry, Anwar.
No, I was just I've got up close stuff, and I don't like a lot of my spells are the damaging ones are ranged, but I've got like burning hands and shock and grasp and stuff,
And I kind of built myself to be able to jump around to each of you to help out if something gets close to you. So, does that answer your question, Joey?
Yes, it does.
And then I was just trying to establish who's watching out to the front and who's watching out the back as we travel.
Yeah, so that was Fran and Nesian.
Mhm.
Apparently, Fran is watching Nesian as he's watching the back and watching the front.
We can put Oddvar on to watching Nesian.
Or Chirp. I mean, he is like...
Chirp, yep.
Yeah. Keep in mind, if any of you are not confident in making a skill check, if you ask him to help you, he's going to inspire you, so...
Woohoo!
Yeah. But keep in mind, he's only going to get like 5, so... Anyways, roll me perception checks for the two of you keeping watch.
I'm too busy
Nesian.
trying to dodge Fran.
Just keep going from one side to the other. As Fran.
Here-
Yeah, what were you saying?
I was just say we hear Neasy. Oh, clear. It just cuts out.
He trips over something. Not me this time.
For once.
Too far away to trip you this time.
So, as you're keeping watch up front, Fran, you do take note that you are heading over towards a desolate farmland. These lands have not been repurposed or rebuilt quite yet. It would appear that many of the scars of the dragon still sit across this region and territory. But the benefit of that is that anybody who tracks through here is going to be kicking up the dirt and dust and leaving trails behind, so long as they are capable of such. You easily pick up on a set of horse hooves that you begin to follow after. You're tracking after them, and you're keeping a careful watch. As you're about to pass by this ruined segment where perhaps once a barn would have been positioned, you notice that there's a tripwire across the road, thin.
Sorry, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Hey guys, hold up a second. There's something across the road. Looks to be a tripwire. Does anybody want me to like cast detect magic or something, or does anybody want to take a look at it? Can we all take a look at it?
Probably anybody but Ebenezer could take a look at it.
Yes, I will stop my horse.
I will gladly look at it for you.
No, not.
Oh.
It wouldn't want to put you in any danger, Chirp.
What? It's dangerous.
We don't know. Nesian, why don't you and Fran go investigate the tripwire? I think you both might be good at these sort of things.
Or we could just toss Chirp on it and see if it goes off.
Well, my thought was, of course, we could ride around it, but my thought was maybe we can discover some clues, maybe who put it up there, how long it's been there, are they hunting people, hunting animals, what exactly is going on?
As we're stopped, I want to look around for people like maybe using this as an ambush site.
Mm-hmm. Perception.
$30-20.
You don't notice anybody, just the strange tripwire out here.
All right, Fran, let's go see what we can find. I'm getting off my horse, and I'm going to stealth up there, I guess.
Okay.
I would also like to stealth up there. And I want to keep watch out to make sure there's nobody watching us.
Sounds good. So roll your stealth if you're stealthing.
Oh, stealth. Sorry.
I will stay back here on my high horse.
So, Nesian 20, yeah. So as the two of you sneak up there, without leaving so much as a trace or sound behind you, you make it over to the object. Now I need a Thieves' Tools check utilizing Wisdom. If you are proficient in Perception, you have advantage. And both of you can roll a check each.
This is just to discern if there's something with it, not to disarm it, right? Yeah.
Discern how it is, and then you can disarm it,
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to use this to disarm it, so.
Thieves' Tool, Wisdom, proficient in what?
Proficient in Perception, you have advantage.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Getting there.
$18. Nesian, nothing suspicious about this tripwire. It's probably just something that's littered across the road. You can't really discern where it heads to. Fran, however, you follow the wire that lines the side of one of the walls over towards a tree. And when you look at the tree, it would appear that there's some type of glass vial affixed to a rope contraption that would swing down the moment, say, a horse crossed this tripwire.
Can I point at it and point to Nesian, or tap Nesian on the shoulder and point to it so Nesian sees it? Hey, Nesian, look.
Oh.
Open your eyes.
I'm looking at it now. It's hard to stay focused with all of the mistrust. Gonna pull out my lantern. All right. There's a bottle or something up in a tree attached to a rope that looks like it's gonna get triggered. Right? Is what you said?
Correct.
How high up is the bottle from us?
About 25, 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. And I'm going to have Mage Hand go up and, like, hold the bottle.
Okay.
And then I'm going to trip the tripwire.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of... your passive sleight of hand succeeds. So, you trip the tripwire, and the Mage Hand holds it in its palm.
And then I'm going to float it down to us.
Mm-hmm. The glass made to house whatever is inside of it appears to be the thinnest glass you could imagine. Like, this is glass meant to be broken, not glass meant to be keeping something sealed inside of it permanently.
I like pull a stopper out and sniff it, see if I can tell what it is. I'll let Fran sniff it. Sniff it.
I ain't sniffing it, you sniff it.
An alchemist check. If you do not have that, you will roll nature instead.
Can I help? Can I help?
Yeah, sniff it.
I'm helping you. Sniff it. Sniff
it. You're helping me. Okay,
yeah.
So I roll nature?
Yeah, with advantage.
With advantage.
Yep.
Oh, I don't trust you. All right. I'm gonna get cursed.
I'm holding up at a distance with the Mage Hand.
I'm gonna get cursed.
Woohoo! Nice.
24.
Oh God.
This is a highly processed, incredibly potent acid.
And you let me sniff it.
I didn't have you drink it. Sniffing it's fine.
That's what she said.
See, but now we know what it is. We just need to know who attached it.
Well, how do we get rid of it?
Well, we just throw it somewhere. Or bury it or something. I don't know. Can you go up in the tree and see if there's any clues as to, like, who attached it or something?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so what are you doing with the bottle?
First, I'm going to check to see if there's any kind of markings on it.
Okay. Are you ready? Investigation!
Yes!
Woohoo! Discerning information. It came up finally.
18.
Ooh, okay. So 18. Looking at this, this is certainly something that a thieves guild constructed. It is not an object that a high quality individual or organization had glass blown, but it was constructed with the purpose of easily releasing whatever's inside of it. Traps like these are not necessarily common. Usually they're pretty expensive to just set up willy-nilly. Not to mention whatever you put inside of it has to be potent enough that even getting in contact with it hurts a lot, if not is deadly.
So it seems like an awfully expensive trap to just be across the road in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go, like, use my mage hand to, like, dig a small hole in the ground off the side of the road and just bury it in there.
Okay.
It doesn't need to go super deep. I don't care if somebody walks on it later. That's not Nesian's problem.
I know. So, random person steps into a random pit of acid. Oh my god!
It's just too dangerous for Neeson to carry himself. It might break on him.
Yeah.
You ever put a stick next to it so you know you don't step on it yourself?
Well, I know where it's at. It's
Well,
off
make
the
sure-
road.
Okay, well, make sure Oddvar doesn't step on it. We don't want Oddvar to get hurt or Ebenezer.
All right, I'll put a stick in the ground next to it.
Okay. So, Fran, you said you're going to check out the tree to see if there's any signs?
Yep.
All right, survival check on this one.
Oh, survival. Thought you were. Oh, can I? You know what? Just because I'm climbing the tree, right? Can I ask Chirp's help, just to be safe on getting up this tree?
Absolutely. You know what? When I was a young lad, I always loved climbing into trees and swinging from them. It was just, yeah, it was inspiring. Tell me a story about, like, when you were younger and you would used to climb things, and he inspires you.
Thank you. Cool.
Yeah, and this is his way of helping. He just talks to you through what you are doing.
It's perfect. That's all I needed.
Well, you don't have advantage. You have the
Oh, I don't
first
have
die.
advantage.
No, what
Oh,
you do
sorry.
have is a D8 that you can add to
A
that.
D8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry.
Bards give D8s or D somethings depending what level they are. But yeah,
So just roll a D8.
and add that to your 20. Yep. 27.
Good.
So,
Okay.
you go over to the tree and you're looking for any tracks or signs that somebody might have been here. You know somebody was. And there's more recent markings on the side of the tree of somebody like scaling and climbing up it. Somebody heavier than you, probably lighter than Ebenezer. Somebody who's clearly struggling to climb a tree very well. By the looks of it, they had to settle themselves up there for a little while, and they broke off some of the bark on the tree. Oh shit, it was me.
I fit that perfectly.
Heavier than Fran, lighter than Ebenezer. Damn
I
it.
can't climb.
Yeah. So you're probably looking for somebody who's a little older or like not physically fit who did this.
I kind of like quietly holler down to Neesian, hey, is there anything else you need me to do while I'm up here? Because I tell him what I found.
Yeah. Not that I can think of. If there's no clue as to who did it, then I guess we're just gonna have to move on, having you successfully spotted it before we fell into it.
Okay, so I do a surprise trust fall and I jump into Neesian's arms.
What?
Acrobatics?
For her or me?
For her. 9. Your foot gets stuck as you swing downwards and just slam into the tree.
Are you all right? Did you fall?
I lost my footing.
All of your arrows fall out of your quiver, just landing around him. Easy and deck save.
Oh,
Don't worry, the DC's 9.
23.
Yeah, you leap backwards quickly as one of them fell upside down from where it was and stabbed where your foot was in the ground.
Holy shit! I thought you were a good climber.
I must have slipped.
I'm gonna start using my mage hand to pick up all of her arrows while she extricates herself from the tree. wasn't like a second trap or something up there, was there?
No. I must have just like hit a piece of moss or something and slipped.
Okay, I thought maybe they greased the tree or something. Once she gets out of the tree, I will head back to the group and fill them in on what we found and what we did. It's a very expensive trap for out here. I don't get it. But we didn't really spot anything else useful. Well, Fran seemed to have a problem with the tree, but other than that...
No idea who put a trap like that out there?
We're not from this area, Chirp. Is there any known groups that harass the roads in this area?
Not to that degree, no. However, I don't know, like, any clues whatsoever? Like, nothing? Sorts?
Well, I suggest we just keep an eye out and keep moving. Not sure there's much else to do at this point. Unless we want to try and do some exhaustive searching in the area, but that seems like a waste of time.
Very well. So, you all continue your travel for a while through here. Eventually, it does reach the peak of nighttime as you are tracking after these individuals. You are met with a bit of a dilemma, though. Are you going to continue to track after them and do a forced march, gaining you all little bits of exhaustion, or are you going to follow after the markings in the morning? Or perhaps are you taking a different path to try to cut them off on the location that you know that they are heading to, if they're heading to the same location?
I think we should get some, I don't know about you, all, but I think we should get some good rest tonight and continue tracking in the morning.
Oddvar, you have the maps. I mean, I know from like a map standpoint, we could cut directly across and maybe save some time, but without knowing what the land is like, I don't know whether that'll actually save us time or not.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to do it, now's the time. Because this is the most likely time we can cut a straight path. The rest of this is fairly straight.
Yeah, you mean kind of go like that?
Yeah, because that's the only part. This is the only time we'd be able to make a cut like that. The rest of this is all. I'm assuming these zigzags are because of terrain down by Nightland.
Well, let's ask our map guy what he knows. Map guy.
Yeah, that's terrain.
Well, I meant, like, let's roll it utilizing wisdom.
He's the map guy, Joey. He tells you.
Could be terrain, could be outposts, could be deliberate, trying to not get caught. Could be that they like snakes.
So this spot here is like an established river crossing?
Yes.
That's where they're... Okay. But we've got the folding boat, so we could traverse right across. But then it's... Are there any other like cities marked on this route other than the last tower from the river crossing that we could try to head them off to?
No cities along the route.
Were there places of note on the itinerary? Possible locations of other sleepers? Because they said there were 3 on the way, right?
He did say there was 3 on the way. But
And
he
the-
didn't know
the-
where they were. He didn't know anything. The other
Oh.
guy knows.
Yeah, that's right.
We could cut them off. We do have Oddvar's thingy boat, but if we continue to follow them and end up where the actual river crossing is, where most people cross the river, we might be able to collect some information from about the. I don't know. I'm just thinking if they end up at another crossing, they might have to come up with a story. Other people might see them. We don't even know if they've met other people yet, or if they're going to meet other people to join them, or if it's just going to be the two of them. I don't know.
You know, I'm thinking about it. It might be worth pushing through the night because he's got like they left the night before. Like so they basically have one day on us. And then so they already did like a forced march overnight. So they're going to have to camp tonight, so we should probably if we want to catch up to them. If we're not going to try to cut them off, if we're going the same route as them, we should probably go through the night and try to catch up to them.
You're
Now,
muted.
Joey,
Nezium was saying something. Yeah, Nezium?
So
Oh.
we need to do one or the other, Oddvar, you're right. We either need to try and cut land or we need to force march. Because just following them is never going to gain us anything unless something happens and they get held up or something, but we can't trust in that.
I was curious about the mechanics of the forced march. Is it automatically we are exhausted, or do we take like a save for possible exhaustion?
Automatic exhaustion under a forced march now.
Okay.
They did away with that because barbarians are like, I never sleep.
I guess so. But yeah, okay, so it's automatically going to be like a -2 to everything.
-2 to everything.
So there's not even that risk that we'll be okay.
And remember,
Damn
that
it.
even hurts Nezium.
Yes. Well, I don't have it yet, but yes, it would hurt me even with that.
I know. Just
We did go over that. It does apply to it.
How do you add conditions to the...
It's on the right side of the
okay.
character sheet, the little wheel
Exhaustion
next to
levels,
conditions. Yeah, it's on
Wow.
there.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, you're not level 10 yet. I say at level 10, Fran gets rid of exhaustion on short rest instead of long. But if we force march, we can still make some progress, and then when we sleep, we'll get rid of that one level of exhaustion.
But then they can then go on too. It just
Well, I know, but if we never force march, we will never have a chance of catching them. Unless we cut land. If all we do is travel 8 hours a day, there is about a 2% chance of us ever catching up to them before they get there. And that's if they stop for something. If we force march, at least we've got a 15% chance of catching them. Because even if we do find out that there's people, we go to the river and we find out there's people traveling with them, yes, we can get information, but it will not gain us anything on making up time.
It'll actually slow us down finding out the information.
Yeah.
above the table as a player, I want to go the whole way and see what's at the end.
Well, yeah. Even if we force march, we're probably not going to catch them until the very end. We're not going to catch them tonight. I'm assuming force march is only part of the night. It's not like the whole night.
Forced march is an additional 4 hours of marching.
Yeah.
So we only got like a short rest?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're an elf, you're fine, but
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. Well, I say try to catch up to them and go through the night, just because they got a night on us already.
What if we just every day add like an hour of travel to?
I think it's still considered a forced march.
There's no difference between 1 and 4 hours now, mechanically.
Okay.
It'll be forced.
I'd rather do it at the beginning than do it at the end. I'd rather
I see what you're
start
saying.
off than get tired at the last bit.
Because I know we're not going to catch up to him on the force march. You're just trying to
Right.
shorten the time.
I'm just trying to get us closer today so we can decide later if we got close to force march one more time to make it, or to just stay normal resting, and eventually we would be just a little bit behind them, but we'd still be rested, as opposed to trying to do that in 3 days and get close to them and then still be tired. I'd rather get the tired part out of the way now. Or cut across the land tomorrow and use that to make up the time instead of force marching. But if we're going to cut across land, it has to be tomorrow or we won't gain anything.
My only thing about cutting across the land is we don't have a place like Leggett where we know they're going, other than the last tower. If we just want to beat them to the last tower.
Yes, I trust you all. Perhaps we could travel deeper in the night, try to make up some time. I can see that now. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because my thought is, we want to catch up to them as soon as possible. We don't want to meet them at the last tower and have him have gained a couple more sleepers on the way, and whatever else. Like, I don't want him to be prepared or have more time. That's just my thoughts on that.
And those are valid concerns. There's also the fact that if we push, there's a chance he'll notice us, which means he'll know there's someone after him. Right now, he doesn't really know that we're still following him. So we could be more of a surprise if we cut and meet him at the last tower. But if he knows somebody's following him, he could rush and not stop to pick up people too, because he's trying to get there ahead of us. So there's positives and negatives to every side of it. We just need to decide what we're going to do.
I believe in my opinion, I think we should follow them because we don't know what they will do. We know where we think they are headed, but just in case something happens or they take a detour or who knows what.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, so both of you are for force marching.
The lesser of two evils, yes.
Okay. Fran, do you have an opinion?
I'm honestly kind of torn. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion yet.
All right, then I will vote for the force march for the sake of keeping it even. You don't get a vote, Chirp. Don't even ask.
I was going to agree with the consensus.
Perfect. Force march it is.
Alrighty.
Fran, get us out of here.
So, you continue marching through the evening. Despite the fact that only a couple of you can see anything in the dark, you are tracking down the road, making good time, and the horses are beginning to become fatigued, much the same way all of you are. However, towards the end of this evening, as you are yawning and feeling tired, you all do make up very good time catching up with them. Now, you take the 4 hours you need to, at minimum, consider getting a long rest without removing the exhaustion. So after you get that done, you start the following day yet again. Pushing and pushing. Make sure all of you toggle on 1 level of exhaustion.
And we're just doing Force March one night, right?
That's
Tim?
my current plan. Yeah.
Just the one night.
'cause
Yeah.
You don't want multiple.
We're not trying to catch up with them like immediately. We're
No,
just
I'm
trying to
just
shorten
trying to
the
make sure they
distance.
don't lose us.
We don't lose them.
Yeah.
Or
They don't lose us. Oh, I see what. Yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah. Yeah. It could work either direction you say it, but
so
Conditions and
Yeah.
exhaustion.
while you're all waking up in the morning, Chirp, sleeping a little bit longer than all of you, Frank finally comes over. I almost died 3 times.
unfortunate.
Yes. What is our goal? Do we know whom we are still chasing?
Yeah, there's an old guy named Galen. He's got the knowledge.
So we are going to murder the old man.
Maybe.
Maybe. Why maybe?
We need to find out if he's told anybody.
Because the last guy wasn't the major danger, which means this guy may not be the main danger. We need to find out if he's the main danger. Otherwise, we do all this for nothing and it still happens.
Oh, no. That would be most unfortunate. Then there is no reason for us to have postponed all of your lives.
Yeah, that would be a terrible thing.
Is there anything I may do to help?
Do you know of any items along this route here? And I'll kind of show on the map the general areas we're going, like through Nightland, and we're gonna be going this way. Is there any interesting spots?
He looks at it. Yes, there are many different interesting spots here. There's a druidic burial ground. Oh, or I assume you're just interested in items, right?
Well, that was what I was indicating, but other interesting spots are good too.
Oh. I remember this one. Yes. Whisperfang, the bow of the silver pack. It was crafted by moonlight, shared between the 2 moons, primary ones, kissed by wolf spirits that protect the land. Yes, they say it hums when the hunt is true. Oh, but it's not just sitting around for the taking. No. It's stashed in an old barrow, just off the edge of Nightland, near the mossy ridgeline west of Leggett, called the Briarthorn Valley. Or Vale, sorry. Not too many folks go there on account of, the whispering trees and the bones that don't stay buried. It is also said that this bow can only be wielded by someone who has a true companion, life partner, who will be dedicated to them for their entire existence.
All right, so me and Willie, perfect.
You said it's in the Briarthorn Valley?
Yes, that is not a canon place. It's west of Leggett, north of Nightland.
West or east of Leggett? Because west would take us in the wrong direction.
East. I apologize. Yeah.
Weast. It's Weast.
Weast.
West of direct. It's west of Leggett. Got a Diane Weast infection.
But yes, this is a very potent and powerful artifact.
Interesting.
Yes, it sounds like we might actually need that to help.
Gives you the eyes of a wolf.
Sure why a wolf's eyes would be helpful. They'd just be dangling there. But all right, whatever you say, Frank. You have any idea where this is at, Odvar? You ever heard of it?
I guess I could.
Cartographers, yeah. Utilizing wisdom.
Let's see. I'll
Oh,
check
no,
the atlas.
This is discerning information, so it would be utilizing intelligence. So roll
Okay.
again.
Intelligence, not much better.
Better. You're not exactly sure where it is. Briarthorn Vale, it doesn't sound like a place you've ever heard of, and it's not listed on the map. But from what he just blurted out was apparently there's a druid burial site out there, so druids don't usually make maps. You're kind of like a niche.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anything that I've ever heard of.
Well, we're heading that direction. If we happen to see it, we'll certainly stop in. But I don't know that we can spend the time to go actively searching for someplace we don't know where it is. Oh, we lost
Asa.
Asa.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
agree.
no.
Maybe, ask somebody at the crossing, because it sounds like it's in that vicinity.
Yeah, because it said it was in Nightland, right?
North of Nightland, east of
Oh, okay.
Leggett, so that maybe put it somewhere over here, or because if it's in a vale, it's probably something into these mountains,
I'll open up Discord, see what's going on.
That's a fair point, because that is what a veil technically is, I think.
Where do you think it is?
Oh, in like the foothills of the mountain, because you gotta have something to make the veil. If it were flat, it'd be the plains. It'd be the Briarthorn Plains. Did he like lose power? I know that happened once before.
Oh, he's back. Hello.
Sorry about that.
All good. Push the wrong button again.
No, it's because it's cold here this weekend, even though the week was in the 70s, so I had the heater on, but it tripped the...
All right, so Fred, keep eyes out for a veil.
Okay, so can Fran, yeah, we can roleplay that real quick. So, after everybody else begins gathering things together, you go to have a private conversation with Frank.
Hey, Frank, little buddy, you all right?
Greetings. I am alive, which is better than the 3 attempts on my life that happened.
I'm sorry you got left behind. I don't think it was intentional.
You don't.
Well, I didn't leave you behind on purpose. I don't think Ebenezer did. Maybe Neesian, and I will talk to him. He's kind of a dick. I'll talk to him.
Yes, he is.
I've never done anything to Frank that he knows of.
He heard you shout. It was him. I'm pointing at the only person in that direction.
Technically, I shouted, "Frank, grab it on your way out," or something like that. It's what I said.
Yeah, true.
But Frank, I was wondering, do you still have your wing? Has it been reattached?
Oh, yes, I reattached it. It took me quite a
Oh.
little while. I had to steal some parts, but I ended up leaving some, well, I think it's money to all of you? Silver?
Oh, well, that's very nice of you. Is it working properly? Is there anything I can do to help you?
Oh, it is working perfectly fine. As soon as I succeed in this mission, I will become many, and I will be so much better.
Okay, that doesn't sound promising for us, but I was trying to do something as a show of good faith, and try to make amends for you getting left behind, but you seem to be all right, so.
The only thing I need is for all of you to follow through with that promise.
Yeah, and that would be to die.
Yes.
We're working on that.
You still plan on it, right?
I'll get back to you. Get back to you on that.
Good. Just don't change your mind.
Good talk, Frank. Good talk.
Frank is
This
not the
worked
good
out
guy
well.
here.
This worked out well. Glad we did this. Cool. Cool.
Chirp awakens. Who is Fran? Is Fran just talking to herself?
She does that. You know how goblins are.
That was incredibly racist. Now, I would expect something like that from a dwarf, but not from a human.
Whoa! Shit!
Now that was racist.
Yeah, you're no better than I am.
What? Of course I am. What are you talking about?
You just made a racial stereotype about dwarves.
Are you saying dwarves aren't racist?
I don't know.
That's
I
not
can't...
the point.
There's a lot of racial stereotypes between elves and dwarves. It's not.
Well, I'd
This
rather
conversation
dwarvish, so he's
got real
on Team
dangerous.
Dwarf.
Yeah. But anyways,
I'm just gonna drink my water.
try to be a little nicer to her. Maybe she wants to talk to people. Fran, hello. Why don't you ride up front with me? We can have a nice, lovely conversation. I can regale you with stories of old.
Chirp, that sounds great. Let's do that.
Wonderful. Have you ever heard the tale of Two Eyes?
I have not. Is it different than the other tales of many people who have two eyes?
No. See, it's not people we're talking about. Two Eyes the Beholder. Beholders are these giant flowing eyeballs that have 8 eyeball stalks attached to them. So they're
Ah.
9 eyes. Yes.
All
So-
right, well, I'm sold. Let's go talk about it.
Allow me to regale you. And as you are traveling, you now have him playing his lyre, yawning periodically, and telling you stories that have to be fiction. I mean, a beholder with only 2 eyes born that way? Come on, that's just silly. But
I'm still gross though. Like I haven't heard. I love stories, so I'm down.
so, you all continue traveling with your forced march, keeping tabs on the tracks that you are following after, and periodically you do lose them, but then you rediscover them again. The roadway does take you a total of 2 days to march across. 2 days. Are you doing a forced march on the second day, everyone? No?
No, I believe we are resting to recuperate from the previous forced march.
I would like you guys to type out your sleeping order.
Dibs on first watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say Oddvar's gonna take the last watch.
I said it first.
Oh.
In chat. Easy it calls it.
There are 6 of you guys. Who wants Frank?
Oh, Frank.
Well, I'll take watch with Frank right before Nesian then.
All right, then type out third watch with Frank.
I'll take whatever one's left and be happy to have Chirp with me if needed.
All right, then
So
Fran and Millie
second-
have to decide.
That'd be second watch, right? Is what's
First,
left?
third watch with Frank. No, nobody called first. She
Fran
tried.
did.
I thought she volunteered Nesian.
I thought she volunteered herself.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I called dibs on first watch. Millie and I did.
Alright. Then you type it out, please.
Oh, okay.
I have a really bad memory problem with what people say. If I don't read it, I don't remember it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
A lot of irons in the fire.
Mm-hmm. Millie and Fran up first. Roll me a con save.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And then for Millie, no
Oh,
D4,
yeah.
but still a 12. Millie falls asleep on you. But you manage to stay up. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Millie cannot help you because she's just sawing away. That's not accounting for the -2.
It is.
Oh, it is. Oh, you
She
have a
gets-
+8. Fuck yeah. Fran, you keep careful watch around the environment. Now, you're still within ruined farmlands, so this would be an ideal ambush site. You're also far enough away from a major location that people would go to travel if they're still traveling nowadays. But far enough distance that you wouldn't have to worry about any of them, guards or anything. Perfect ambush site. So you're being vigilant out in this area. There's a couple of times that you hear little bits of rustling in the distance, shifting of some of the dirt. Now, it could be animals, but it could also be people. Nothing gets near enough to you and your companions that they warrant to be a threat, though. At the
Okay.
end of your watch, you wake up Ebenezer and Chirp.
All right.
Would you? Yes, you go ahead. You go ahead.
All right. Just perception, or what do I have to do? Con first.
You do a con first.
All right.
It's only the first two watches that have to do this. The other ones got enough sleep to. Whew.
That's why I wanted the last.
Oh, I don't. Sorry, ignore the 3. So it's a 16.
Oh yeah, you're perfectly fine. And so is Chirp. His song keeps both of you lively and fully aware. You get to roll a perception check and add a d8.
Woohoo! Otherwise, okay. Perception. And then I'll add a d8. Oh, that still actually wasn't too bad. 17.
You take note of that similar rustling sound that Fran presumably would have alerted you to. Something out there prowling around. Now, could be a wolf, could be any number of nocturnal creatures, could be a person.
Yes, I'm still vigilant, but I'm not like scared of oogies in the dark. But it could be like a wolf or something, so I need to pay attention. And then after my watch, I will wake Otvar.
All right. Advar, you get woken up.
Okay.
You slept long enough that you're not going to have to con save to stay awake through your shift. And Frank is with you, so he'll help you.
All right. Perception. Dirty 20.
Now you keep careful watch out here. You hear the approaching of someone. And when you look over in that direction, still far enough away that you can't see them, you continue watching and watching. And it sounds like they move away. Clearly, there's some nefarious individuals, maybe highwaymen, that are looking to ambush you. But you know, most of the time, just being aware of them enough is enough to keep them at bay. Is there anything you're doing with that, or?
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were gonna. So they're just keeping their distance. I'm gonna ask Frank. So once we finish our task, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to become many.
What does that mean?
Well, at first I'll be promoted, where I'll no longer be a monodrone, and I'll be a duodrone.
Okay.
And then from that point, I'll become a tritrone, and then a quadrone, and then a pentadrone, and inevitably I will join the great expanse of the droneless.
So how do you get promoted? Do you have to join with another monodrone?
I have to succeed in my mission, and then when I return back home.
Oh, that's weird.
Not at all.
No, I just think it's interesting. So the mission is to safeguard the knowledge?
That has and will remain my mission.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully that'll be some solace in your death.
yeah.
Why do all of you laugh after I say that?
Oh, it's, we try not to think about it.
What, death?
Yeah. I mean, we all know it's there, but we just all kind of ignore it.
It is a saddening situation for you all.
Well, it's not ideal.
Do you not return to your creator after you die?
Well, I mean, it is the last great adventure, but it is the last adventure. So, you want to put it off as long as you can. It's not necessarily the worst, but...
How self-entitled to assume that your adventure is the last one?
Well, that's what death is. It's the last adventure, and no one has come back to tell us what it's like. So everyone gets to figure it out on their own.
Oh, many individuals have died and come back.
I guess that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never met any of them.
Ah, perhaps you will one day. None of them, though. After they die, they need to stay dead so that this information can be hidden away. It's far more important than your life.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Good.
Maybe you could just use like instead of killing people, you can just kind of use magic to modify their memories. Do you ever think of that?
I am not capable of performing that, but the types of magic that meddles with people's free will and minds and memories is quite devious and evil. Some may even argue more so than necromancy.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of keep an eye on. Actually, so how far away are these like highwaymen that I'm perceiving in the distance?
They've been keeping a very good distance from you this entire time. You don't notice them, but you notice the movements that would point out what they are. The closest of which is probably like 40 feet away.
Still pretty close.
But your awareness is enough to like keep them away.
Yeah, I'll just keep an eye on that and wait for Nesian's watch.
Very good. Now, you wake up Nesian for his watch.
Yep. Make sure he's well aware of the people on the outskirts.
Now, Nesian, you are the first in your group to gain a long rest. Ah, lovely, isn't it?
It's amazing. Recover 1 level of exhaustion.
Yes, you do. Now it's time for you to roll me a perception check. And you have Willie.
Yay, Willie.
You are more than aware of some group prowling out there. Total of 9 individuals, but they're still hesitant to come after your group for some reason. Probably the armor-clad person, or maybe, just maybe, the fledgling owlbear that is in your group is keeping them firmly away. Now, as you are sitting there, you notice the group seems to push in a little closer, Nesian. They didn't stay at that 40-foot mark. Some of them have even moved close enough to be at the 30-foot mark, which you know puts you just outside of an ambush range. If you wait much longer, there may be an ambush.
Okay. I'm going to cast Silent Image of myself in exactly the position I'm in. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to try and sneak around.
Prowling around here.
I want to try and get behind him.
All right, go ahead and roll your stealth check. We love 22. Allow me to move you over to this map. Everyone else still sleeping. Nesian, currently Stuthen. Go ahead and move around where you want to be. Keep in mind, going over the water, you're not really going to be stealthily doing that. It's
That's
only a
fine.
stream, but it's like a foot deep, you know?
Can I discern that one of them looks to be more important than the others?
That would
obviously,
be...
the token I can, but that's why I would ask if Nesian can.
Insight check.
$11.
Nope.
Okay.
You would be wise enough to know, like, they would have a leader, but also there's not really loyalty among thieves most of the time. It mostly comes down to, yeah, kill that leader. I'll be next.
All right. So I think I'm going to go after the one closest to the water.
All right.
As soon as I get fairly close, I'm going to send Willie back because I can talk with him telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell him to wake Fran. And then I want to sneak up behind this person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to wait until I hear, like, Fran move or something.
Okay. So, Fran, as you are lying there on top of Millie, a little rat crawls onto your face and starts jiggling your cheeks.
Okay, so... Willie?
All right.
A rat wearing a red cape. It's very important.
Yes.
That's how I know it's Willie.
I know.
So, yes, Willie is nodding and pointing.
Okay, so I look over at Nesian.
Oh, you don't see him, but...
Oh,
I have dark vision.
There's an image of me sitting there. Remember,
Yes.
I cast Silent Image.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Nesian is sitting right here, just staring at the fire.
But is Willie pointing at that Nesian or the other Nesian?
Pointing further away.
Okay,
He's
so
actually
can I...
pointing at the bad guys.
Oh, okay, so can I see the bad guys, though, because I have dark vision?
You can see the bad guys.
Okay. So, I'm going to... Can I stealthily get up and go behind the image of Nesian? Can I be seen through the image of the fake Nesian?
The moment you begin waking up, you showing signs of sudden movement with all of them watching your group. We are rolling initiative. Nesian, you have advantage. Fran, you do not have disadvantage. Ebenezer and Advar have disadvantage. Nesian has advantage. The bandit captain has advantage.
Wasted a nat 20.
Oh,
And
sorry,
the-
bud. Oops.
Bandits are supposed to be 21.12. I thought we changed your sheet.
Who's?
Fran.
Fran's? I don't remember. I'll check it.
Just to do tiebreakers.
Yeah, it's in. I think it's somewhere in manage, isn't it? Yeah, there it is.
All right, your dex is 18, Fran?
Yes. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know. Hold on. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I really assumed with Joy's traditional initiative rolls, we would have all been fine.
Yeah. But we are now in initiative. Combat is breaking out. Ooh, that was the wrong direction. Sorry for deafening y'all.
Going on.
You guys are still sleeping, clearly. So, Fran, you are the first one. You begin getting up, And as soon as you start moving, you hear the rustling of them beginning to charge at you. But you are split milliseconds faster than they are. Literally, all three of you rolled 21s, but you have a higher dex mod, so you're faster.
Okay, so I want to shoot at the one that's by the bridge because there's a wall between us and the rest of them, right?
It's a half wall, but yes.
A half wall. Okay, yeah, I want to shoot the one that's by the bridge.
Okay, this one right here.
Oh, there's another. Oh my God, there's another one.
If you zoom
gotta-
out, there's plenty.
Oh God.
Oh wait,
Oh,
it's also
Jesus.
nighttime. It's also nighttime. Let me change that real quick. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, let's go for that one.
This guy down here.
Yeah.
All right, shoot his ass.
Combat.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that right?
27. Yes, it is. You rolled really well.
You don't
Wait,
have bless.
Why is that on there?
I
don't-
turned it on last time when Ebenezer cast it.
But a 25 will still hit. And remember, if I ever tell you a 25 does not hit, run.
That's
Okay.
just the rule.
Yeah, that is until you guys are much, much higher level, just run. 11 damage. Your arrow soars out and immediately stabs through this individual. Advar and Ebenezer, you wake up listening to the whoo.
I
Of
get
someone
another
dying.
attack, right?
Yes, you do.
Cool. So I did not mean to cut you off. I apologize.
You're good.
Okay, I'm gonna attack again to the guy to the left of him. Actually, to the guy to the right of him. The other one.
This guy up here?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Ooh, 13 will hit. Oh, wait, +1 from the blessed. 12 just barely hits.
Cool.
No, she doesn't have bless.
It's calculated in there with a D4.
Yeah, he's saying she only rolled a 12.
Oh, I heard that, but then I
Oh,
heard with the
you're-
bless. Blah, blah,
Your
blah.
attack bonus isn't right, though, because it should be higher than that.
Oh,
Well, because she has fighting archery, which is a +2, plus dex.
and it's rolling Hunter's Mark, so it's not supposed to be 2, so that comes out the same number.
Why is your...
We're still
'cause
exhausted.
she's still exhausted. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Can
I forgot
I
Uh,
you were
bonus
still
action?
exhausted.
Can I bonus action Hunter's Mark, or is it too late?
It's too late to do it onto that guy, but you can do it now.
Okay. Can I do it onto the guy next to him?
This guy up here? Sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And then I think I'm done.
Alrighty, now, the bandits! Or the bandit captain.
I don't know, they both say bandits.
This man steps out, or sorry, woman steps out. 10, 20. Fran, she reaches into a holster, aims up at you, as you see a fucking pistol.
She better not shoot my owlbear.
She shoots at you.
Okay, that's fine.
10 to hit.
No.
Alrighty. She then clicks and fires again. 17 to hit.
Yes.
Alrighty.
This is AC, right?
Yes, AC.
Yeah.
That'll be
okay, yeah.
5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then they crouch behind this wall, giving themselves full cover. The bandits. Neezy and this guy has no fucking idea you're right behind him.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to move.
Yep.
Then I'll
10.
stab him in the back.
Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker.
Hello. Oof. 17.
That'll hit him. And because
just-
it's the first round of combat, you definitely have sneak attack.
And I'm just gonna sneak attack him and 22.
And just silently murdered, body dropped in the stream, washed away.
Yeah, just do. What the hell? 10. 15. 25. Dashing 35. 40. 45. Getting over that wall is also difficult terrain. 55. 60. This guy over here. 10. 20. 30. The bandit's gonna shoot at you. Nesian.
What?
Yeah, he just saw you murder his friend.
That was an accident.
12. He
Miss.
ran into my knife 6 times.
No, he wasn't supposed to see me do that.
10. 25. Light crossbow aimed over at... Well, Fran, you're the only one standing up, so... Natural 20.
Oh!
For 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
If it wasn't the fact that it was your critical, I would feel very bad for whoever rolled that critical. But
I know. Yeah. This guy runs over to you, Nesian. Shoot! 5.
no.
15, 25, 30. And then Fran, again, because you're the only one who's upright right now. 14 to hit.
Nope.
All right. Wait, did this guy go yet? No, this guy didn't go yet. 10, 20. Shoot at Fran. 20 to hit.
Yes.
Ooh, 9 piercing damage.
Ugh.
When the normal hit is more damage than the crit.
Almost twice as much as the crit.
All right.
I've been there.
Nesian, you're up. These guys are so unorganized. Like, they're clearly just highwaymen.
It's almost sad what you guys are going through right now, and I feel bad for you. So bad that I'm going to put you out of your misery, and I'm going to stab him with my shadow dagger. Which means I have advantage. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 13 damage.
Mm-hmm. Dead.
So let's see. I moved 10, 15. I'll take my... Do I get Nick still?
Uh-huh.
Even though I had to move? Okay, I never remember.
Yeah. It's not directly after. It's as
just
part of.
Part of the attack. Okay. 18 to hit him.
That'll hit.
3 damage.
3! Ow!
And then... God, I have a lot of bonus actions.
Disengage. Run.
I already used all my movement. I'd have to... Yeah, I will bonus action cast my mage hand in case I need it.
All right. So you start John Cena-ing him.
Yes.
All right. Advar, you were waking up, so remember, half movement to stand up.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
We got him on the ropes, boys. The captain's reloading her pistol.
What's with all these assholes?
I don't know, but I've killed 2 of them.
So I will, Do they have hand weapons, or are they just shooting it?
They do have scimitars as well.
So I probably don't want to just stay prone. Because then other assholes will fuck me up. Okay.
He's lying there. Get him!
Yeah. I can't shoot him. Well, I'll just stab him. I'll roll over here. Pop up.
Roll, baby.
Surprise, motherfucker. And I'm going to hit him with burning hands.
Yep. All right, so who all are you hitting with it? Show me the cone.
Oh, it was just these two guys.
Okay,
'Cause
not
I've only got
Nesian?
15 feet.
Y'all want to hit Nesian?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna just throw a fireball over there because, quote unquote, I didn't know he was over there because he's got an illusion, but I can see him standing there now. So I'll just throw a fireball over there and blow him up along with all these other people.
All right, so the rogue saved his own life. Let's go. All right, dex save. This is for the left one and then the right one. 15 and 21.
Yeah, they both save. Damn.
So that's 6 damage. Followed by 6 damage. Ah! No! They're powerful! Ah!
Yeah, just flames erupt in this like little area. Simon's gonna fly over here, get me a better vantage point. And that's my turn.
All done?
Actually, no. Now I'm gonna. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I am going to disappear in shadows and reappear over here with my cloak. It's a bonus action. That's my turn.
Ebenezer.
Yes, I awake to sounds of combat, and I say, Blue Lady, please protect me and my friends. If they are within 30 feet, I don't have to see them. If they're not, oh well. Nesian, Odvar, Fran, and myself will get bless.
So not Odvar. You
I
could hit
can't-
Simon.
I don't. So the spell doesn't say that I have to see them.
I'm more than 30 feet away.
Yeah,
now.
he's too far away.
Okay, but right. But what I'm saying is, so let me finish. So the spell says I don't have to see them. So I just say protect my friends. I have no idea where you guys are at.
Yeah.
I can't see. So why I'm not going to put it on Simon because I don't know if Odvar's
Okay.
in 30 feet or not. Right. So those are the friends I put it on. And that is my action. I'm going to remain prone because I don't have dark vision, so I can't see what the hell's going on. I just know we're being attacked. And so I'm going to stay laying down, trying to pay attention to what's going on. I don't know where anyone's at. I just hear combat. So, and I don't want to stand up and make myself a target.
I'm
Sure.
assuming we have like a campfire or something. There's got to have some sort of light around the camp, right?
Would you have made a campfire with?
I mean, only one of us could see in the dark. So,
Yeah. Then put a torch down on the ground.
do we have those in here?
There should be
Oh, yeah.
under.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
there
it.
it is.
Oh, you got it. All right.
Okay. Well, I still can't see Odvar. I still can't see Nesian. I do see those 2 bandits. It's made my situation worse now that I can see.
Okay.
Oh no! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!
Well, you can put out the fire, I guess.
So, Ebenezer, Chirp will roll over towards you. Should we help them, or do you think they have it?
We should probably help.
Very well. I believe in you, and he'll inspire you.
Yay! Woohoo! Is there? Yeah, even if I move, it's not that much. Okay. I don't see that one, so I'm dead. Okay, I will. Now that I see the bandit captain and the bandit that is here, I've done the bless. I will use half my movement to stand up. So I've got 10 feet left. And I'm not going to move anywhere. I'll just stand where I am at.
So you stand up from prone?
I see, yeah, because I see that bandit captain there, and I see, I guess I see 3 bandits in there and there. So I stand up.
Alrighty, Fran.
I am going to shoot at the bandit that is hunter's marked.
That one.
Yeah.
That will definitely hit the bandit.
And you do have
Okay.
bless now, so you can switch that back on if you toggled it off.
And they are completely eviscerated.
All right, and I'm gonna send Millie after the bandit that hurt me on the bridge.
Oh, the guy who's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
7 misses.
What? Shit.
As Millie
Okay.
charges after him, the guy freaks the fuck out. No! And just
Oh, I
ducks
should
under
have asked
everything.
for help from Chip. Damn it.
Oh, I would have been in my tent, but we can say I stepped out.
It's fine.
Wait, was Millie blessed by Ebenezer?
Nope. I can only do 4 people by using an extra spell slot. Or
Oh,
an additional spell slot.
Shit. Okay. Damn it. All right. Never mind.
All right. Well, you still have your
Uh,
second attack, Fran.
Yeah. Well, I thought moving Millie to attack was my second attack.
or
That's
it depends on if you're gonna move your hunter's mark or not.
I don't think I am because it's really
Yeah.
not doing me any good in this.
Then take your second attack, and your bonus action could have commanded Millie.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, let's do bonus action command Millie, and then I'm gonna take my second attack and go after the captain.
This one here is full covered behind the wall.
Okay, then I'll go after the other one that's up there.
Yes. You see another
Okay.
one pulling out a pistol.
Go back to that sheet. Combat. Longbow. What just happened?
$20 will hit. For 13 piercing damage. All done?
Mhm.
Now, the bandit captains. This one will stand up from being prone. Aim over at you, Fran. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Shoot. 13 to hit.
Nope.
Shoot. 21 to hit.
Yes.
All right. And that'll be 9 points of piercing damage. And then they spend the rest of their movement to fall prone again. This one here is going to aim at you, Nesian. Because of the wall, you do have half cover. So +2 to your AC right now.
Okay?
6.
No,
20.
that one hits.
Yes. And that'll be for a whopping 10 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna burn my reaction to uncanny dodge.
Yeah. And
So I
now...
take 5.
Yes. Now the normal bandits. He's gonna turn around and try to stab you. Swing. 7 to hit.
No.
Okay, he missed. This guy here is going to disengage from the fucking owlbear and leap down into the water. 10. That's 40. Wait. So jump down, that's 5 feet. 15. 25. 30-ish. Well, they could have jumped the other way and got 30, yeah. So they're just trying to swim away from the owlbear. This one here is gonna 5, 15, 20. Run up to you, Ebenezer.
Yep.
I heard this one say fancy magic words. Get him. 8 to hit.
Barely missed. My AC's a 9 right now.
Nice. Nesian.
Okay, so I'm going to just got the person in front of me.
Okay.
I don't have advantage anymore because I put the fire down. So now he's outside of rage. But he's within light. So let's see here. So I'm just going to stab him.
Normal stab.
Normal stab.
Oh, that'll hit.
Okay. For 8 damage.
Oh, yeah. You put him out of his miserable, miserable life.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action duck and hide behind the fence.
Yup. There's 2 feet of it. You could totally do that.
Yeah.
They don't know where you're coming from.
Where am I? Where am I? Who am I? Can't see me. Oh, come on!
Which one?
13.
At...
Oh, no,
The
this is my
stealth.
stealth. Which means I failed
Oh.
to hide.
No! Yeah, you just crawl on the ground back and forth, and they're just, like, staring at the brim of your collar sticking out.
I'm going to pop over the wall thinking I'm hidden from her.
She just
And-
holds the pistol out at you.
And I stab, desperate to get my sneak attack that I'm not going to get. Because I didn't hide successfully. 18 to hit
That is going to hit.
for 3 damage.
Real consistent with them 3s, though.
See, that one Joey wonders why I so desperately want. I always fail hide checks for some reason.
You're good at sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's true. I should be as equally good at stealth. I'm done.
Alrighty. Advar.
Okay. That bandit jumped in the river,
Yep.
right?
They have the bridges cover from you right now. Do it.
So is it just 10 feet to jump into the water? Or is it
Uh,
difficult?
It's difficult terrain the entire way unless you have a swim speed or some other object to help you with that.
Well, no, I mean, like, how deep is the water?
It's like 2 feet deep. So neck deep for you.
Well, here's the thing. Would it take up any of my... So, I want to become a shark.
That's a
as I
wild
jump
shape.
into the water.
Are you able
That
to
would
do aquatic animals at your level?
Yeah, they don't restrict aquatic. I just
Oh,
can't
nice.
fly.
Nice, nice.
And we saw those sharks in the sewers, so I know what sharks look like. So I'm going to turn into a shark. A shark has a 30
So
foot...
keep in mind, the new
speed.
druid, you choose the specific wild shapes you have. You don't have unlimited wild shapes into whatever beast you want. It is
I
specific
chose a shark.
beast.
One
Okay,
of them shark.
just making
I
sure.
wanna
The way
use-
you worded that was a little like...
Well, no, the shark has a 30-foot speed. How do I gauge that once I turn into the shark?
All right, so you spend 5 feet to get here. You nose dive and turn into a shark simultaneously, so that's 5 more feet of movement.
Yes, okay, so then I still have the 20 feet left.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm now a shark, and I'm going after him.
Do you have your sheet for wild shapes?
Yep, Oh yeah, I set it up. I've been waiting to get somebody as a
All right,
shark.
let's see the shark token.
Oh, I don't have a token.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, I didn't bother making a token because whenever I try to switch tokens, it fucks up initiative. So I like making the tokens less important to me.
A
now.
reef shark, right?
Yeah. A bite. Or did that not go through? What's going on? Oh,
There you go.
damn! I bite the shit out of him.
Advar shark doo 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 doo. Advar shark doo doo doo. Oh yeah, you fucking eviscerate him into a blender of misty blood.
Oh,
Go
that was
ahead.
awesome.
Look at the guy. All done.
All right, now get the rest of them to flee into the river.
Remember, you can talk in wild shapes now. Common.
Yep.
Alrighty. Ebenezer.
All right. I draw my great sword and bright light 20 feet around me, and then dim light 20 feet beyond that. No action required. It's my divine thing for my sword. And I will attempt to hit this bandit that's near me.
You emit bright light in what radius? 20,
It's 20, 20, yeah, 20, 20. 20 foot bright and 20 foot dim. After that.
There you go.
Sweet. Oops. All right. And for my first attack, Sky Cleaver. Come on. I know it'll hit. If it doesn't hit, something's wrong. And then 26 to hit, I'm assuming. Hits.
Yeah.
Damage for 10 points of damage.
They're just barely still standing. Oh.
You know what? I will pump a smite in that.
Go for it.
For another 13. 23.
Yes, they are very dead now.
And then I see Nesian and the bandit captain. I don't see that one. They're hidden.
Well, you
So the
definitely
only-
heard them. They're shooting a pistol.
This one here, I heard.
Yeah, they shot a pistol.
Okay.
You can't discreetly shoot those things. I don't care what anybody says.
That's true. I agree. Even if you use a potato as a silencer, I'm going to. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know.
You can certainly try.
I've
Only
heard
once,
that
but you can
too.
try.
Maybe maybe it did come.
It's a trope at somewhere that you could use a potato as a silencer. I don't remember where I heard it. I actually heard it recently, and I don't remember what was talking about potatoes. And they said, "Oh, use it as a silencer."
Yeah, I was wondering where that came from. And then I'm going to. That's my action. I'm gonna bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action use my without a spell slot, but then I'm gonna add the temporary hit points onto me. Refreshing step is what it's called. So I get 6 temporary hit points, and I'm next to Nesian. Okay, I'm done.
Second attack?
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
I only
that's
get
right.
one.
Yeah. Fran.
Figured hitting was more important once than trying to hit twice.
Your turn.
Okay, sorry. So Fran is gonna move Hunter's Mark over to the guard that's in the area where she hit before.
So this one over here?
Yep. So that's my bonus action, moving Hunter's Mark.
I believe you
Over
have to see them to Hunter's Mark them?
No, I was the guard that I hit before, the bandit captain that I hit before.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the one behind the wall, the other one. Not that
Oh,
one.
this
the other
one up
that
here.
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha,
that one.
Gotcha.
Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move Hunter's Mark to that one. I'm going to move 15 feet. I'm going to shoot her with my bow.
Shooter. Oh, that'll hit. Woo.
And then for my next action, I am going to. Oh, sorry, what?
You should roll your Hunter's Mark damage. You didn't toggle it back on.
Oh, my apologies. What is that? D
6.
what?
D6.
Yeah.
That was my fault. I turned it off of you.
6 more damage. Yep.
Cool. And then for my next action, I'm going to move Millie 10, 15, 20, 40 feet, get her closer to that lady, and Millie is going to dodge.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Yep, because you replaced one attack to move Millie. Yep.
Correct.
No, Millie
Correct.
can move for free. Move and dodge for free. She just can't attack.
Oh,
Millie
okay.
always can move, so you still have your second attack.
Oh, I saw my second attack. Oh, well, I'm going to attack
Yeah.
that one
Yeah.
again.
It's when you use Millie to try to attack that you
Yeah.
don't. So that way you don't
Yeah.
get extra attacks.
Like rogues do with Nick now.
Yeah.
I'm not actually complaining about it. I think Nick is a fantastic mechanic. You 3 damage. Like it's
kind of swept the Tuesday group. All of a sudden, everyone's using scimitars in the Tuesday night group.
I know.
Except for me. I don't care.
Yeah. 12 misses.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. Now, the bandits are dead. Or no, the normal bandits are dead. The bandit captains, she's gonna stand up and shit. She's gonna charge after Millie, who just ran after her, pulling out her scimitar and slicing one time. Disadvantage, so 22 to hit.
Shit, I don't know what the thing is.
7 slashing on Millie. 22 absolutely hits Millie.
Yeah. Hers is 15, so yeah.
All right, so that's 7, and then second attack. 6 misses.
No.
This one over here is going to stow away their pistol, holstering it, and pull out their scimitar. Nesian first. Slice. 10 to hit. And then Ebenezer. Slice. 22 to hit.
Yep, only needs a 9.
Damn it, why did they do vice versa? Anyways, 7 slashing damage.
All right. So I lose my 6 temporary and then take 1 point of damage.
Oh, horrible. Con save to
Horrible.
maintain concentration on Bless.
Yeah. Advantage and save. 14.
You're good. Nesian.
All right, I'm going to stab the bandit captain.
Stab him. Barely
2,
hits.
3. Then I'm going to attempt to kill the bandit captain
You have sneak attack.
for 20.
Nice. How do you want to do this?
As she turns to attack Ebenezer and she goes to swing, I'm just going to stick a dagger up her armpit and then just twist as I hit an artery inside of the underneath of her arm.
Ebenezer, the faintest of slashes on you when she collapses dead.
Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to bonus action use my mage hand to steal her pistol and bring it to me. And then I'm going to try and shoot the captain with it. I am not proficient in pistols.
No, you are not. Give me a strength check.
Oh, it's strength to fire a pistol?
Yeah, when you don't know how hard it kicks, it is.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, this is a flat roll. 16.
Holy shit, you hit the captain. That is a D10.
Nice. What's the temperature out?
What?
In-
Mild?
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if I would have been wearing just my boxers or like pajamas.
Because
Takes
you were
10
sleeping.
minutes to put on my armor. Yeah.
Yeah. It's-
Yeah, there was. If I thought I could have woken you up to put armor on, I would have. But there was no way I was waking you up in time to put armor on. So I went with the sneak attack instead. 9 damage. I don't know if I have strength or dex for this. Probably still strength. Since I don't know how to
Neither.
use
You're
it.
not proficient with
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's true. All right, so
Yeah.
9 damage.
Holy shit, that thing kicks. Oh, hey, look, there's a hole in her.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
All done, Nesian?
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right, Advar. Apparently,
All
Nesian
right.
picked up some type of strange fire stick.
Yeah.
I do
well,
imagine me having one of those
Lipstick.
sleeping things on, the hoods that come down into the little ball.
So I'll use 10 feet of movement to jump out of the river and
Land shark.
bonus action turn back into me.
Oh.
Then 10 feet. There's no one else is in the river. I don't think these guys who use pistols are going to get in the river. I really wanted to do that. It seemed cool.
Mhm.
And like I said, shark is one of my things. I was like, I can use shark. I can use shark.
You got to use it.
Anyway.
Don't worry, you guys are heading to a big river. Perhaps there'll be nautical combat.
No, see, that's the thing. I got a folding boat, and I can turn into a shark. Like, dude, I'm getting nautical. All right, I'm gonna use. Keep moving this way because I don't want her to get covered from Millie, and I'm gonna shoot her with a fire bolt.
All right, go for it.
Actually, I hit her with something else. I'll hit her with Moonbeam.
Hit him with the moonbeam.
That's con save. Oh, damn it. One of them's a 1.
That'll be a 20.
Yeah, man, she fucking made a con save, too.
Why do you guys keep... I'm sorry. I'm really good at rolling saving throws.
No, I rolled really shitty on the damage, too, so it's like
and I...
double worse.
Sorry, I did the full 8. Done?
Yep, that's me.
Ebenezer.
All right. Should have measured 5, 10. Let's do it this way. There's no way I can get over there. 20, 25. Bonus action, I'll do my... I'm going to do my Misty Step thing that doesn't do a spell slot to here. Oh, I'll do temporary hit points for myself again since the other ones are gone. That's do there. And then I'm going to swing with my great sword. 2, that's fine. 2's better than none. Sky Cleaver.
That will...
Hit.
Absolutely hit.
That ain't no grays.
Nope. Ooh.
Oh.
19.
Yeah, that cleaved her sky.
If I'm going to tank, I got to hit people and piss them off. Or do damage, I should say, and piss them
Yeah.
off. Right. That's what I'm built for. And I is... Surrender. Is what I say. To the band captain, and I'm done.
Fran.
Okay, I'm going to non-lethally. I don't know. Do I want to question her? I'm going to, you know what? Because I don't know if anybody else wants to question her or not. So she's a bandit, though. Yeah, I'm going to non-lethally attack her. Actually, I'll get up closer for melee. And I will do the short sword, I guess. Not like that's going to be any less. Where's my short sword?
You can, hit her with like the bottom of it, like in the
Yeah,
gut.
hit her with the bottom of my short sword.
Yeah.
You can do the hilt, you can do the pommel, you can do the flat of the blade.
You can stab them not in an artery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Okay, so I'm going to non-lethally.
All right, they're still standing.
Okay, I'm going to do that again.
Yep. That'll hit. Damn. So they have the parry mechanic. How do you want to do this?
Okay, so I just want to.
Parry.
I just want to look at her and be like, "Shot me," and that I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Just be like, I'll just tie her up and be like, "All right, you guys, come get her. I don't know what you want to do with her. Here she is."
And as she
Sorry, I didn't know what to
falls,
say. I'm
you're
sorry.
good. You just walk up, smashing her in the back of the head until she goes sleep. And I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be back.
Oh yeah.
glass, and it just feels like it's super below you. You're
Oh,
like,
100%.
This is nothing to me.
Yeah. Like, you
What
guys
was
are
it?
almost at that point where, like, this is nothing. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you could have died. Unlikely, but you could have.
Yeah.
Very well could have, yeah. What was that character? Was it Argon? What was the
Yeah.
name of the character? Yeah, okay.
Argon.
Argon. Okay, I
Yeah.
knew it didn't sound quite right when I was saying it.
By the way, we are live again, everybody. There we go. Hello. So, as you all have just knocked out the last of these bandits, the most vocal of them, Neezy, and I believe you're trying to steal the other pistol as well.
Oh yeah.
So you cut in front of Fran real quickly and go to reach for it.
I'm looking for whatever magic. I saw her loading into it because I just assumed this is a magic artifact that casts firebolt.
So
But
you
I saw
look
her
into
loading
the
things
barrel.
into it. Yeah.
Sleight of hand, please. I'll tell you right now, don't roll below a 10.
I can't technically roll below a 10.
Oh, perfect then.
25.
Something about this trigger thing. It's kind of like a crossbolt. But what you see down in there is these tiny little balls.
I'll have to figure these out in the morning. I'm just going to shove them in my belt.
All right, as soon as you shove them into your belt, they are scorching fucking hot against you.
Oh, God, why are they so warm? Magic should dissipate faster than that.
Can I check the bandit captains for, like, papers or interesting items?
You sure can. Perception check.
Oh, Fran, would you like to assist me in my checking of these people for papers?
I would love to.
All right. Thank you.
That is one of my favorite songs of all time.
That's
AC/DC.
exactly what I was thinking of.
My
Yep.
balls are very fancy. My balls are very nice.
The exact song I was thinking of.
Okay. So you begin searching through her. You find a pouch that contains wrong button. A new initiative. It's a fight pouch. Get him. 20, and she fired 6. So 14 small balls. Ammo. In addition to that, you see that they have a very strange tan-colored coin purse on them that doesn't look to, like, be a common type of coin purse to have in this area. And inside of it appears to be 5 gold. And you find in their back pocket, there is very accurate drawings and depictions of each of you.
Oh, what the fuck?
Excluding Chirp. Fran, the picture of you is nowhere near accurate. Your hair is longer than that. Your head is not that melon-shaped. And your ears are more like calmly pointed, not sharpened pointed. Nezian, you think you are far more handsome than your portrait portrays you.
How?
That's good. I don't want him to see an accurate representation of me.
Are they like? I mean, you said they're accurate, like artist portrayals.
Like somebody who definitely knows how to drew those.
What the hell?
Well, looks like
Concerning.
all of you have this covered here. I'm gonna go back and get some sleep, and I'll go back in the tent and attempt to sleep. And as I go,
oh, go ahead.
and as I go into my tent, I start kind of mumbling to myself again as I'm zipping up the closing the tent. However they close.
Buttons. But for some strange reason, your tent is always missing 2 buttons. You've gone through like 3 tents at this point. I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Willie.
Yeah,
I
definitely Willie. Yeah.
I saw him do it. Damnedest thing.
So these are the clues you guys have.
I just want to make sure I state it specifically. I want to make sure I go through and check the other captain and make sure that there's any more bullets on her.
Perception check, please.
Oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Check.
Yeah, I'm specifically looking for the bullets. That's all my character cares about right now. So, Willie, we're looking for more of these things.
He nods.
Did it actually roll it?
No, it
on
didn't.
My screen. That's
Didn't
weird.
show
The
it to me.
dice showed up on my screen.
Stupid dice.
All right, let's try this again.
And they all have scimitars and light crossbows.
Not all of them have light crossbows. 2 of them have light crossbows.
Oh,
All of them have scimitars. The bandit captains had scimitars and these pistols, and Nesian holsters for the pistols as well.
Oh, even better.
Yep. And this one shot 4, so there's 9 more ammo. Which puts you up to a grand total of 23 ammo. And they have these like small sticks in the top of it that you pull out, and this thing's weird.
Just jam that in there. That's weird.
Just yeah.
You said 6 more or 9 more?
9 more.
Okay, because I
Put
am
you-
tracking it.
Mm-hmm. You have to. These aren't
Yeah, you do
common
in this
things out
game,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing it in the party inventory too.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm assuming you're gonna be taking it. I'm just, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a belt so I can wear both holsters at once.
Nice.
For some
Well-
reason, that
I'll hook
sounds
you up
like
with
it's
my belt
right.
guy. He's my pouch guy can make good belts.
So
We gotta
the-
get you a bayonet on your
Oh,
handguns that have.
oh my
nick
god!
properties.
Get someone to attach my daggers to the front of the like little bayonets. That way I can stab it. That's perfect, Ebenezer.
Put a +1 dagger on a pistol is now a +1 pistol.
I don't know that works, but
Fire, stab, slash, stab, and then fire.
Well, it shows you where to aim. Stab.
gotta aim right above the stab mark.
Anywho. Now that you've looted through them, gathered their things, their belongings. This one did have a belt. I mean, this one also has a belt, but you kind of took them prisoner, and that's holding up their pants. That's kind of rude, you know? But this one has a belt that they're not using. They're dead.
Perfect. I'll put the holsters on it. The one's going to be facing the wrong direction till I can get that adjusted. But I'll like put them right next to each other, not thinking about the fact that they should go on opposite hips.
You read. Just- So yes, Chirp. Well, I suppose we should probably interrogate that individual, or I don't know. Are you the type that put people out of their miserable lives, or the type that want to give people second chances and understand the hardships of this world are different for everybody equally?
I say we let her sleep for an hour and then we'll talk to her. I do have a reason for this.
Well, yeah, it kind of depends on how she answers our questions. I'm a little concerned with these drawings of us. Like, they were hired to hit us.
Chart
I
will
don't-
place a hand on your shoulder, Nesian. Continue.
I need an hour before we do that because I'm gonna pull a mace out of my bag. We had a scary mace we looted somewhere along the lines
Yeah.
that requires attunement, and it
Mhm.
gives you advantage on intimidation checks.
Yes.
That's true.
So
It's
I
in
want to
bag.
attune to the scary mace. I just never bothered to attune to it because I can't use a mace.
It still has chunks of flesh, like, built into the metal.
And a mace really wasn't Ebenezer's style,
Nope.
so he never asked for it. So
Oh, it's the
But-
gargantuan mace that requires attunement.
yeah, it was from one of the Nightblade leaders, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, Chirp will place a hand on your shoulder, Nesian. I knew that you were a good fellow.
Yes, that's me. I'm all about second chances and
Yes.
letting people learn from their mistakes and
Yes.
not burying your enemies in the sewers beneath the city.
Yeah.
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 You're very
Never do that.
specific, but I can tell.
We ran into a guy, the whole thing.
Oh, no. Sewer murderers? Those are the worst kinds. They always smell like shit.
So
It's
yeah.
all like
Anyway, I think Ebenezer has the right idea. I'm gonna finish my rest.
Alrighty. Then all of you complete your long rest, remove the exhaustion from you. Yay!
Yeah.
When she
Obviously, I will tie her up while she's
Does it-
sleeping.
Do that automatically when you long rest?
I believe so. Let's find out.
There's a checkbox for it when you do long rest.
Oh, I didn't recover.
So you all wake up, feeling refreshed and renewed, as Nesian is just staring at this woman holding the giant mace that he could barely even pick up, just resting over his shoulder. Dang nabbit.
Can I take a short rest during this?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want one hit dice back, so
So when she wakes up, the only thing she says is, dang nabbit.
After I wake up, I will don my armor and then I will go out. Nesian, good morning.
good morning.
How is our guest doing?
I have a fucking headache, thank you for asking.
I believe I was speaking to the man with the big mace thing with the little flesh of hair and stuff hanging off of it.
Yeah, what are
Oh.
you trying to compensate for? That thing weighs about half as much as you.
Yeah. But it's a wonderful piece of equipment. It's so magical that it's just light as a feather, but just hits like it's as big as it is. It's just a wonderful piece of engineering we got off of a Nightblade we killed.
Yeah, roll intimidation.
Does he get advantage because I pointed out how big it was with the hair and stuff hanging off? Yeah, there you go. There you go, Tim. Nesian.
Well, he has it because of the object itself, but yes, you help.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
This is my worst freaking performance, but the only one I don't have specialization in. But
Chirp will lean closer to you. Don't worry, you got this. Give you inspiration.
Another 3, so 17.
See, Chirp is so useful to have around.
Bards are great. I love bards.
Yeah, I don't know why people never want them in their parties. Or maybe it's just me. Anyways. Right, yeah, okay, I get it. Y'all are some big hitters. I do apologize. Me and my associates thought that y'all would just be some sissy little city folk that are easily pushed over and whatnot. I'm glad that you're not. I'm glad that you're healthy and good. I see you already took Sally Ho's magic pistol, and I should be skedoodling my way on, huh? Shouldn't I?
Where did you get these pictures of us?
Oh, you know,
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
someone rolled into town and offered me, well, me and my people, a good earning opportunity. So they told us that for each one of y'all that we take prisoner, that would warrant us 100 gold. And each one of y'all we killed would warrant us 50 gold.
Oh, dear me. You're not very bright, are you? That's not very much money for the rescue we're going to take.
Are you kidding me? That's more money than I've ever seen before in my life.
Well, yeah, he should have offered more, but I suppose he offered very little because he knew you would die.
What the hell you... No. You clearly don't know who you're dealing with. I'm Sally Ho.
Sally Ho. Oh,
Yes.
Sally, yes.
And these are my hoedowns.
The, gentleman, that stranger, hired you. What did they look like?
I mean, like, a pretty muscular, nerdy guy, if that makes any sense. Like, he had glasses, a little bit more than a 5 o'clock shadow on him. Little bits of gray flaked inside of his hair, and I mean, oddly enough, a little charming as well. But you know, he had those like forearms of a working man. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. He looks over at you, Advar. You know what I'm talking about.
I'll kind of add on to her description of what I know the Galen looked like. Is that him?
I mean, it sounds pretty similar, middle-aged.
I'm just gonna minor illusion him.
Oh shit, he's here! No, I didn't tell them anything. I didn't tell them nothing. I swear, they're liars.
I'm just gonna I'm not gonna swing the axe or that mace because I don't want to admit that I can't wield it. So I'm just gonna pass a hand through it. It's just a little magical illusion to verify this is who you're talking about, and that seems to be who it is.
Oh yeah.
And the lady that you said was with him, what did she look like?
I didn't say there was a lady with him.
Well, regardless, what did she look like?
I mean, his daughter, maybe. I mean, if that's not his daughter, that's a little creepy. You know, age discrepancy of 20 years. That's not okay. There's some intention behind that one. But anyways, brownish hair, little blonde in there, maybe. She was saddled up on a horse, real nice outfit looking too. You could tell she's the one with the money.
Yeah.
Did they move on after hiring you guys?
Go ahead.
The ferry isn't supposed to head off until, well, this morning at dawn.
And that's where you were going to meet, correct? To get the payment?
Well, we were going to meet them on the other side of it. They're going to go on up ahead, and after we're done, gathered up all of y'all, we'd be able to catch the second ferry that goes across at dusk. You know, it's each way.
Yes.
And then on the other side, when they're probably going to be at an inn, we'd come across them, hand over all dues, and get our monies and be rich.
Handing over the bodies, right? Or were you just going to present heads, or...
What? No, we were going to take you live. We didn't want to kill any of y'all.
Yeah, we're more alive.
Yeah, we're twice as much alive. It's worth the effort.
Looking around, so it's past dawn already? So the first ferry already left? Or is
it's like an hour past dawn.
All right, well, we know that they are on the ferry, so we're only like an hour behind them. And I have a boat, so let's get across the fucking river.
I have one last question for you before we decide what to do with you here, before we leave. where did you get these wonderful fire something, whatever these things are, and what do you call them?
If I tell you where I got them from, you promise not to kill me?
I vote in favor of not killing you. That gives you at least one vote, which is better than you had before. I guarantee you that would not have been my vote without the information.
She looks around at everyone. All right. Well, I'm trying to be accommodating to all y'all. So that right there is what I call Sally Ho's gun hoe. Some people refer to them as pistols. Now, a long time ago, when I was a little girl, I grew up on a faraway land. Y'all ever hear of Kendermore?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I was directly across from it, over on the Laughing Lands, and there was this weird fella out there who was obsessed with trying to make what he referred to as a boomstick. Everyone else would always laugh at him, but me being a young girl, not really knowing what else to do, I decided, maybe boomstick sounds fun. I mean, anything that goes boom is fun, right? You get what I'm saying. She points at you again, Oddvar.
I do.
Yeah. So I would help him out inside of his workshop and whatnot, and well, he ended up exploding a few too many of his fingers trying to build these things and shoot them. So I stuck around for another year or so helping him out until he inevitably got it done. And we were able to replicate just a handful more of them, and I took 2. I wanted to share it with my my life partner over. Well, she did now. Yeah. She's my number 1 hoe. Anyways. Yeah, that's where he made them. I don't know how to make them. All I know how to do is make the little pellets for them,
How do you make the pellets for them?
Oh, you smelt down any type of metal, silver, copper, gold. Steel works best most of the time, but that can be awfully expensive. And I got a little mold back in my room at the inn back in town.
That's perfect. What was your room number again?
Well, if you take me there, I'd be more than happy to show you.
You're a local.
What?
You're a local. You live around here. You're familiar with the area.
Ish.
Yeah,
I've been here for a little over a year now, towards the end of all the fighting that was taking place. This place was relatively recluse, but I'm a far wanderer,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't much local to nothing.
Where did I write that down? Have you ever heard of the Briarthorn Vale?
Sure. Who hasn't?
Clearly me.
Oh, I didn't mean no. So y'all know where Dargard Keep is?
Mm-hmm.
So about 6 mountains down from that, there's this vale, like this nice little divot near the mountainside. It's right in there, and you can't really miss it because it's completely engulfed in this thick, hefty briar that seems really sharp. I wouldn't go in there though. When it's dark, on account of all the skellies usually wake up.
Skellies.
Yeah, all the bones.
So there's a lot of undead in that area.
Oh, sure, yeah. Inside of the briar, tons of them. Yeah.
Just skeletons or other stuff too?
Oh, I mean, just skeletons. What the hell you want? Like, it's skeletons. They supposed to be dead and they ain't.
Yeah, well, they burn real easy. I'm worried about other things.
Well, I'd be worried about lighting the entire briar on fire personally, but that's just me,
I gotta
Anyways.
think to that. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I appreciate your candor.
Least I
don't
can
know,
do
I'd
for a
say-
Kender, right?
So, yeah, I mean, we go back to town. You get the mold from her, and then I don't know. We can let her go. We fucked up her boys and set her back a piece, but you know, I can respect the hustle. She's not really aggressively mean.
I'm just trying to live out here, you know?
Hey, if somebody says, "Hey, here's 500 gold to go capture these dudes," and if they're very uncooperative, I won't pay you as much. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was nothing, like, ill toward all of y'all for that. Didn't mean no disrespect.
I've captured people for far less, or not captured, for that matter.
Looks at party.
Yeah, there was way less on the line when I betrayed you with my lantern.
Oh, you know how to do the lantern trick too? So we got ourselves a deal. You take me back to town. I give you the mold, as well as give you like rudimentary instructions of how to use it, and bygones, and go on our each other's way.
I can see that as a possibility, although, and I lean in. Just be careful with the man with the giant mace. If you double cross him, he won't just go after you.
Roll me an intimidation with advantage because man with the giant mace.
Ooh. All right. Skills.
Come on, Ebenezer can break 30. He's an intimidating guy.
Let's see what we get. 22.
We love 22. I ain't into making enemies. Not an issue.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I believe you. He's the one that really, But
Oh,
yes,
sure,
I
sure,
believe
sure,
you.
sure. Yeah. Hey, would y'all mind if I got myself like my scimitar back, or maybe like a dagger when I get to town? Just something I can defend myself with, you know. A girl can't be out here in the world all by herself without a weapon.
Yeah, I'll give you your scimitar and one of the light crossbows.
You are so at one bolt with the crossbow at least.
Whatever. I mean, 2 guys had crossbows, so whatever one of the guys had on them, we'll keep the other half.
Yeah, one guy just had 3 bolts in his hand,
Well, then
and
I
the
guess
other
she's
guy
getting
had
3.
a case with 10 bolts.
Well, we'll keep the case, and she can have the 3 Lucy's.
You know what? That is perfect for me. Thank you. By the way, where'd y'all get a goblin that's this docile? It hasn't threatened to bite my face at all.
Docile is an interesting word. She is a singular person with good skills, and it's been very useful as a companion to all of us.
Yes, one of my best friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't mean nothing by. I was captured by some goblinoids during the whole war thing. It was only a few short weeks, so I just every minute they could, if I tripped up doing something, they'd just be, "I'll bite your face off."
Yes. I'm not saying that she wouldn't, but she's
What? All right. Cool. Didn't mean nothing by it. All right. So she stands up and, can you get these ropes off me?
Oh yes, it wouldn't work for appearances if you were brought in tied up.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, the goblin you speak of, Fran, she's an amazing tracker. She even found a very large boar in a wasteland that with almost no life in it. She's single-handedly taken down a bear.
You single-handedly taking down a bear?
I think the rest of us slept through that while she was killing the bear, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. She asked you, Fran. You single-handedly took out a bear?
Yeah, why is that such a shock to you?
Because I've never met anybody who single-handedly took out a bear.
Well, now you have.
Damn, girl. Badass. If you were about 2 feet taller. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you shot me twice.
I apologize.
You can't just apologize for shooting somebody twice.
Listen,
And you went after my owlbear Millie.
She went after me. I was defending myself when the owlbear just started charging its way over it. That was terrifying.
You shot me twice.
And you know what? You smacked me and gave me a concuss or something.
You're just lucky that Fran wasn't hunting you. She would have found you first, and no one else would have after that.
Yeah, clearly. I messed up. I apologize. I'm sorry. Don't mean nothing by it.
Oh no, you don't have to. I'm just trying to help you, because if you were to try to say escape, I'm sure that one, and I point at Nesian, would have that one, and point at Fran, track you down so that, just fair warning.
I have zero intentions of betraying all of y'all. That would be stupid. I'm lucky enough to have my life in my line of work. Whew.
Yes.
That is more than I can ask for. Well, and my scimitar. But yeah, also, she looks over at Unesian. Just a little pro tip, never look into the barrel.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I would obviously never do that.
Which part's the barrel?
Yeah, sometimes people's fingers accidentally push it if there's something in there. There ain't much in the way that you can do when you get shot in the eye by one of those things.
That is very handy information.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, guess we need to start going. Oh, I'm going to be awfully tired. We were up all night hunting y'all. Did y'all know? I had my suspicion some of you knew.
Yes, I heard you out and about in the bush. Oddvar, I believe, told me that he also heard you.
Damn. I need to get some stealthier crew. Anyways, let us start going.
Yeah, let's get to town.
While they're walking and talking, Nesian and Fran were back up a few feet, and they're just holding this long, very confusing conversation for anyone who doesn't speak Thieves' Cant. I'm guessing she may speak Thieves' Cant, but that's fine. And it's mostly an argument back and forth between Fran and Nesian about whether we should kill her or not when we're done. And for the first time, Nesian is arguing not to kill her. And if she listens long enough, she'll overhear Fran eventually agree. Me and Fran did this back and forth through chat.
Yeah.
That eventually Fran will come to agree with Nesian that his plan of shipping her off to Palanthas with some maybe some enticements to maybe recruit her as a later is more useful than just murdering her, and we can always murder her later if we need to. If she turns on us.
I was just trying to get her back to her girlfriend is all.
I forgot. Fran did mention that. It was all about getting her back to her girlfriend.
Yeah, keep in mind, she also said Fran's a badass if you were 2 feet taller.
Just means you're at the right height already.
Yeah, you could be her next hoe.
Yeah.
She's
right.
my cherry pie.
My favorite hoe.
All right, let's go to town.
Try not to love this NPC, guys. I dare you.
Nesian's is going to spare her. So.
Yeah, she's all right. She told us where the treasure might be, so.
What were you saying, Fred?
Nothing. I was just trying to kill her is all.
So, the wind shifts as your journey takes you further east, and the land itself seems to tighten around the road like a noose. Forestation has thinned, the soil grows darker, and just as the sky begins to fade into bruised gray, you crest a hill, and there it is. Knight's Crossing. A squat, weather-worn port town, crouching at the edge of the Blackwater Strait, where the mist hangs low and salt bites every breath. No walls, no guards, just old wooden buildings, some leaning, some still standing proud, and long docks stretching like skeletal fingers into the churning sea. Lanterns flicker as they are being quenched, now that it is daytime, in iron cages along the muddy streets, casting long shadows that move just a little too much. This is the last refuge before nightlit. Fishermen with hollow eyes patch their nets without speaking. Sailors banter in hushed tones over casks of hardtack and cheap liquor. There are no town criers, no children laughing in the streets. Only the sound of gulls, creaking wood, and the eternal groan of the sea. All right. Well, if y'all are looking to get yourselves across the waters, you're going to want to talk to Willem Sharn. He's the harbor master. A silver-bearded individual, always has a crooked smile. He's missing two teeth on the right side, left side. He's got some fake ones in there. But I'm staying over at the Hollow Tide. That's the inn right over here.
What'd you say the name of this town was, Joey? I'm sorry, I didn't grab it in time.
Oh, Knight's Crossing.
Thank you.
So I'm going to assume one of y'all wants to follow me up there.
Yes, I'll go with you.
All right, let's go on in there. She walks her way over towards the inn, and when she opens up the door, you see this gruff-looking ex-mercenary type guy who's just like snarling in your direction. She looks over. Hey, Grist, how you doing? Well, how's it going? Sally, where's everyone else? Oh, this guy and his goonies killed them all. You know, we got shafted on that deal, honestly. She just starts heading up the stairs. Grist stares the entire time at you, Nezian, as you're going up the stairs. All right. She goes down the hall over to her room, opens it up, and you find that there's a small chest here. She opens it up, and there's some love letters in here. There's a handful of like trinkets from different locations she's been to, and she hoists out. Have you ever seen one of those like colonial era?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she hands.
You got a spoon that they used to melt the lead in over a fire, then they'd pour it in. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep, she will go over like the basic form of using it. I believe Ebenezer's proficient in blacksmithing.
Let me double check. It's been a minute.
I thought one of you were.
Well, he has a blacksmith at the shop.
I have a blacksmith
at the place.
Oh yeah, I just have a blacksmith. I just have the bastion. I don't have, or whatever.
So,
I don't have a
guy.
At most, Nezian, you can use like copper or silver or gold pieces to melt down, since you don't know the proper way to melt actual metals, and make like 3 ammo a day.
Okay. It'll be a while before I use this thing full time, anyways, because I'm not proficient in it.
But because you have a blacksmith back home, you can just tell them, "Hey, make me ammo," and they'll pump out ammo. It's so cheap and easy, terrifying even. All right,
Kinda
so
like Nezian, cheap and easy.
Hey,
How many ammo?
What?
I was gonna say, how many ammo do you get per like copper piece? Is it 1-to-1?
Yeah, 1-to-1. He doesn't know how he's doing it, so he's wasting a lot.
Yeah. So you can make like one gold bullet, be like save it for like.
This is for you, fucker. All right, so there's your. That's more or less how you do it. We're good.
We're good.
Awesome. She'll offer you a fist bump.
I'll give her a fist bump.
Hell yeah.
I would say that I'm sorry for the death of your lover and friends, but I haven't lied to you yet, so there's really no reason to start now.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
But
no, I mean, lovers and friends come and go, right? But there's only one life.
I will say, if you get tired of wandering and you're looking for something a little more stable, if you ever make it to Palanthas, head to the White Crow Inn and talk to a Silk Shadow. Tell her Nesian sent you. And maybe, if you do good enough there, maybe I'll give you one of these back when I get there.
Palanthas. Oh, that's a little bit of a trek away, but
It is. It's your choice.
yeah. I mean, at this point, it's either head up north, fuck that, or head west. Because I already did the east thing, and Nightland just ain't it, you know?
You've been a very reasonable prisoner, so I just thought I'd give you an option if you want it. But
No reason
You
not to
have
be
a-
accommodating.
you have a lovely day.
You
And
as
I'm going to
well.
leave.
Yep. She'll remain there in her room and finally get some sleep. Oh, look
Didn't
at
I just
Neezy and
rec-
not murder someone.
Didn't I just recruit somebody else, too? I don't remember who I recruited last week. I think I tried to recruit somebody else for it, too. I sent somebody to go talk to the Iron Mask. Oh, no, I sent the wizard there.
Yes.
Is who I said. That wasn't a recruitment thing. That was for him to hire people.
So, was everyone else going to go try to talk to the harbor master, or were you sitting in the inn just to make sure things were fine?
I was- Go ahead.
One of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go speak with the harbor master about when the next journey is over. I do know we have the boat, but I'm gonna go find out information anyway.
All right.
Yeah,
About
yeah.
saying we have a boat.
I was thinking about going with you as well, and
Okay.
maybe asking if they'll get mad if we like just get in our own boat and go, because we don't want to wait.
So,
Yes, if we're gonna do that, maybe we just find out information and then we go downstream just a hair and go across. But that way, because if we talk to them and say, "Hey, we'll use our own boat," and then the person we're looking for comes up, "Oh yes, there's already some people that came across and had their own boat. It was amazing. I've never seen that before. Such magic!" Right, and tip them off. So maybe. Oh, I wish I could make myself look different. But we can at least go ask what time. So we'll leave.
you head over to the harbor master. He seems to just be this very oily skinned individual sitting there at a barrel that has a small plank over it, writing and keeping notes of everything transpiring, keeping a watch. But this place is far less formal than anywhere else. You're guessing this place has a population of like 200 people. As you approach over towards him, he looks over at you and, "Are you a lord or something?"
Good day, kind sir. Something. I know I'm not dressed for this out here, but
No,
we
you
just stopped in, and I wanted to change. And when is the next crossing?
The last one just left here a couple of hours ago.
Oh,
It's about a 6-hour journey across. Presumably, it'll be here before about an hour or two before dusk, and then at dusk it heads back over. Why, you looking to head over to the east?
oh, I
No.
was thinking about it. So is it a daily trip, twice a day, then every day, or is it just periodically?
When there's people willing to pay for it, yeah.
Obviously, I'm not dressed for it, so I'd have to go get some other clothing and whatnot if we.
If you're planning on going to Nightland, he just looks you up and down. I hope your last will and testament is updated.
What kind of? That sounds a little scary. What what does one expect to find over on that side, besides death?
See, if you're not lucky enough to die, light or shadow doesn't matter over there. Nothing ever comes back the same way. It's always different somehow. Some people are changed forever. They don't really have it in them to keep trying to work hard, or some people, they seem fine on the surface, but if you listen to their door at night, they're crying themselves to sleep. It's not exactly a place that's meant for the faint of heart.
Understood. Any supplies if we do decide to? I don't know if I want to go over there now. I'd hate to come back and be a town crier. Any supplies that we would need for, like, is it cold, extra cold, or like the weather? The weather's the same. It's just people come back different.
I got a pack. Roll me a persuasion.
Yep. Let me take it off advantage. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it. Well, I'll take it off. Because the human we can roll after. Persuasion. 13. I'll use my human thing. I don't think we're going to. So I'll roll it again. Dirty 20.
He'll look you up and down. You really got to go over there?
Don't have to, and I'm thinking maybe now I shouldn't. But if I did, I just wanted to be prepared, but you're making me think I should stay here.
I got a pack that might help you out. You have the standard survival gear, right? You're not just like here out of nowhere. You got your tent, you got your cooking, everything like that. All right.
We got a tent and cooking, and I think I have a dull knife somewhere.
So he goes into this small shack and pulls out this this chest, dragging it out and hoisting it up on top of one of the barrels and flipping it open. You see the chest, a crowbar, a hammer, 3 wooden stakes, a holy symbol. I'll probably say it's the white moon. A flask of holy water, a set of manacles, a steel mirror, and a flask of oil and a tinderbox, and 3 torches.
Oh, perfect. Yes. I think this will, if I do go, I'm not sure now, but if I, how much?
35 gold.
Oh.
Listen, this is what I bring with me whenever I have to go across and leave the town.
Well, understood. And how much is it to cross?
The ferryman? It depends. He doesn't like to do a trip for less than like 10 gold, you know? So depending on how many people you're going with, he might try arguing with you about that, but I wouldn't worry that much about it.
All right. Well, yes, I just wanted to make sure that I had enough money after I pay you to take the journey over. So
Sure.
here's 35 gold.
Thank you. We'll close the chest and push it over to you. Take the gold.
Appreciate it. And
When
tomorrow,
when
if
you
the
get
boat
to the
does-
other side, don't show that amount of coin in public ever.
you've got all of it now. I'm barely got 10 left on me for the journey.
Trying to give you a fair warning. If you are going to do any transactions where real coins being talked about, Don't make it in public. Don't do it where other people can see.
Good point. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
I'll probably see you tomorrow or the next day as I head to the boat. So
All right.
I look at Oddvar if he's going to say anything, and if not, then we'll walk off.
So, is it just the ferry? I mean, what you're the dock master. What other things happen here? Do people just go in the river and stuff on their own as well?
You mean before the War of the Lance? We used to have 6 ferries and 4 vessels. The vessels were all destroyed from scorching acid from the air, and most of our ferries had people trying to flee and head northwards. Most of them haven't returned except for 2. One of them is the current ferry runner who, they're on the other side by now, and the other one is Captain Jörn Dross. But she's a little, she's in mourning right now. So she's not really positioned to head across, you know?
Why is she in mourning?
It's kind of a personal issue. Her daughter went missing a couple of nights ago.
Couple nights.
Yeah.
Okay.
No signs of any type of struggle, and everybody in this town, they're not exactly good doers, but we respect one another and we look out for one another. So nobody here did it, and no signs of struggle or nothing. They were just at the local inn, then left, and nobody's seen her since.
That sounds similar to things we heard in Leggett.
Harpies?
No, there's a guy moving through, and he's kind of doing something and getting young girls to leave town with him.
Whoa, that's... I'll tell you what. Jörn lives in that nice little shack over there. You want to talk to her? If you know something about what happened to her daughter, she might be willing to ferry you across.
I appreciate your time.
Of course. Appreciate it enough to pay for it?
Oh yeah, first drink's on me. I'll give him a silver.
Appreciate it. He'll gladly pocket the silver.
A silver's like a drink, right? Or is that like...
Oh, a silver's like a night of drinking.
Okay, well, then tonight's on me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. This place doesn't look like the type of place where you're buying nice whiskeys. It's, what do we have? Ale. What kind? The drinkable.
I forget a copper piece sounds like too little.
Yeah.
I was going to give him 1 coin.
So?
All right, I will head back to everybody else with Ebenezer and convey that we have some more possible leads. What was you said the name was Euron?
Jörn. Dross. And hey, short stack.
Hey, what's up?
If you manage to find one of ours and bring them back here, you'll have a lot of friends in the future, all right?
I'll keep that in mind.
Y'all are earning folk hero status. So, everybody meets back up at the inn.
Yep, and on our way back, I have a small conversation with Oddvar, letting him know that part of what I was saying was just so that if conversation comes up about us, it's not like, oh yeah, they're leaving tonight or anything like that. Just trying to cover our tracks just a bit.
Fair enough.
Roll deception.
Yep.
Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Oh.
Your hands up. All right, there. Your hands up.
Deception. 18.
So, people probably aren't going to be suspicious that you guys are going to leave tonight. So everybody's back together. Do.
Yep.
You can be in the inn or outside the inn, wherever you want to be.
Yeah, let's just kind of talk outside, or do we want to go inside, find a private area?
Probably go inside and find Nesian and Fran. I'm assuming they'd be inside.
All right. So find a little out-of-the-way cove and convey that, dude, the other fairy guy, or their daughter, is gone missing too, and they might be another one of these sleepers. If we can convince her, she'll ferry us across tonight.
Did they just leave with them last night? Because didn't he just arrive here yesterday?
Well, the ferry left a couple hours ago.
Right, assuming he got here last night, because they came to them yesterday afternoon, right? To the hose, and sent them on our trail.
Mm-hmm.
So if she disappeared yesterday, that's probably feasible. When did she disappear? Do you know?
I think they said like yesterday. She's been gone since like not last night, but the night before, I think.
So, I mean, it's worth a question. If it is her, I'm sure me or Ebenezer can convince her to help us in exchange for tracking her down if she's with him, or that we think she's with him, and that we'll try and track him down.
Because there might have been a whole like, maybe he like sent some magic ahead to like awaken the sleeper, so then she was like ready to go when he got to town or something,
Could be.
I'm getting the impression that he's, we're getting right behind him. If he's sending crews to fucking get us.
Yeah, so the question is, do we... I do think we should go speak to the parent of the woman that disappeared. I'm a little concerned about that as well, and if we're heading that way, the other course of action, and I'm learning from some of you, the other course of action would be to just take Oddbar's boat over and not let anyone know, and do a little of that scheming deception stuff.
Well, see, the thing of it is, the dockmaster said it's a 6-hour boat trip.
Yes, and that's why it's good that we have your boat and your wonderful boating skills.
Well, I don't really have boat skills.
Yeah, he has
So,
a boat.
She's
not
gonna pilot
skills.
the boat for us, because I don't think they have another ferry. They just
Understood,
need an extra
yes.
ferry person.
Yes,
Remember,
then
this is the man who had a cartographer set with no idea how to use it. He just likes maps.
Yeah.
Hey,
Claire
man,
knows that.
I know
Ebenezer
boats
discovered.
float. That's all you need to know. But like a 6-hour trip across the river, I don't know if I'm trying to helm that.
Yes,
Nesian is sure you need to know more than that they float. I know that much.
and 6 hours is a long time, easy to get
Oh, yeah.
bored. So perhaps we should have her ferry us across, and we can all maybe, or Oddbar can learn a little bit from her on the trip over. But then you don't have to do it the whole 6 hours, because that would be so boring. I see you move all around all the time.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, which one are we doing? Are we gonna speak with her, fuck it, or do both?
We're gonna speak with her, and then
And then fuck it.
Ebenezer's
How-
no. Ebenezer's intention is to speak with her, try to convince her to ferry us over. Because I would hate to end up 3 days downriver, because we
Yeah.
can't get to the shore.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, why are we going northwards? I don't know. The water's just moving us. What are these sticks for? I think you're supposed to throw them?
Yeah.
You
And
aim them at where you want to go.
Yeah. It's magic. Anyways, I think this is a good stopping place for the session. When we come back next week, we'll see if you guys can catch up to them or not. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.